Ciao tutti. You know, there's always a million and one stories going into the Kentucky Derby. Uh, Bob Baffert being back this year, bringing Barnes to Churchill Downs to run. First horse he's run there in a while. Wins despite himself, comes back, wins a stake, now on the Derby Trail. Uh, Goes for his, I think, seventh in a row Bob Lewis Stakes today out at Santa Anita. He's got, I think, 3 to 5 horses in the race. The longest price of the three is Matticat Road. Citizen Bull comes back off winning the Breeders' Cup. Rodriguez, I think, ran a monster race to break his maiden going long in his second start. Those two are the ones that are getting the most money, likely, and probably the most attention. But the one that intrigues me the most is Matticat Road. This horse ran first time out in a stake. Got a great trip at a great pace set up and ran second to Bullard. Comes back, breaks his maiden, now stretches out going long and gets Frankie Dettori in the irons. So imagine Bob winning the 7th Bob Lewis in a row, Robert Lee Lewis in a row, with Frankie Dettori up and Matticat Road emerging as a Derby possible. We know how hard Frankie Dettori has been trying to get a Derby mount since he's shifted his tack to the States and is riding primarily out west, riding for Bob and a lot of other great people, but really traveling all over the country and still doing it like a young guy. I mean, guy's aging like a fine vintage wine, riding in career form at his age against these younger guys, and more than holding his own, riding as good as anybody in the world, just guy, longevity, unbelievable. But how do you not root for Frankie to get a Derby horse and getting one back for Bob Baffert? Imagine that storyline of him winning the Derby for Bob in Bob's first year back. Great story, and two great guys, and I would love to see it happen. I would love to see Frankie. Bob's got a bunch of Derbies already, probably a few more with his name on it, but I'd love to see Frankie get that Kentucky Derby. He's won nearly everything else, I think, except maybe the Melbourne Cup, but Kentucky Derby for Dettori, love to see it. Rooting for you, Frankie. Go get him. Ciao, ciao.